in love with this dog and I bonded with that dog. As a real Nigerian babe that I am, I'm not used to pets. In fact, I was traumatized as a kid. How can you buy a buggy for a stroller for a dog? There's something about worship sessions in these Oyibo churches. But where I'm coming from, when we want to worship, Lord, I give you my heart. So calm, it was so serene, like everybody was just conducting themselves, so well, none of that kind of stuff. I'm not used to it. Imagine buying this bowl of ayamasi for 10k. I cannot fat up. You guys, it's been a minute. It's been a while I did a sit down video. I know. What have I been up to? I've been up to a lot of things actually, and I know I've been posting like reaction videos lately. I mean, it's been a while I posted anyway, but I've been posting reaction videos lately, and that's because there's this thing they call creative block. I think I went through that phase. But anyway, welcome back to my channel. You guys are amazing. Thank you for sticking by. We have new subscribers. Welcome to my channel. My name is Faith Ogechi. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm just going to be doing something very spontaneous and something very different, okay? So I'm going to be speaking about culture shock. So presently I'm in the UK, I'm in England. Yes, for a few people OGs, for a few people here, some of my OGs will know that I usually travel. I travel to the UK regularly. No, not regularly, okay, once in a while. And yeah, I love to create at least one content because I'm usually busy, okay? So so I think I want to talk about culture shock. I've been traveling to the UK since 2018, right? Not regularly, but at least say 3 times a year, or at the least once a year, but usually 2 to 3 times a year since 2018. But I usually go and come. I don't stay for too long. The longest time I've been in the UK, I think, has been 3 months. The shortest time is usually 2 weeks, so 2 weeks some days, and then I get out, okay? So I think I can speak about a few things that are still a shock to me. I've been coming here for the past 7 years, and still some things are still like genge, okay? So so that's what we're going to be talking about today. I think I can speak about that, right? I feel like why they are still a shock to me is because I'm not based here permanently. Don't worry. A few people here are like, Faith, why don't you just stay there permanently and just stay in the UK permanently? Don't worry, God is working out. God is working it out, okay? I feel like the first culture shock here that I am still not used to, that when I see, I'm like, Egbamike. I feel like the first thing is the dog culture. Is it a culture? Or the fact that these people here, the British people, see dogs as also humans. They treat them as humans. As a Nigerian girl, right? As a real Nigerian babe that I am, I'm not used to pets. In fact, I was traumatized as a kid, right? I was chased by a very large, big dog. And the fact that that dog did not bite me is still a shocker to me. You see this thing that they talk about, adrenaline, flight or fright hormone is real. I was chased by a dog when I was in primary school. Anyway, that's a story for another day. So I've been traumatized. So I'm not even a pet person. Worse still, dogs. But ever since I moved or started traveling to the UK, there's this thing about it. I feel like the dogs here, maybe because of the kind of environment and the kind of love they receive, they are not as aggressive as the dogs in Nigeria. Can somebody agree with me in the comment section? Okay, so I actually have fallen in love with dogs. I'm now more used to them. I can now cuddle them, I can touch them, I can smile. When I was in Nigeria, when I was not used to dogs, right? When I see a dog, like the dog is going this way, I'm going this way, like I don't like that was how much I hated dogs. Do you get? I cannot be in the same space with dogs. In fact, if you like dogs, we might have an issue, okay? I don't know why you should like dogs. I hated dogs. But moving to the UK, I got really used to them because they're everywhere. And another thing here is Sometimes you see people with buggies, like you see them sometimes twin buggies, and then you think it's a baby, and because I love babies, okay, and you think it's a baby, my dear, it's a dog. Sometimes a twin dog. Like, how can you buy a buggy for a stroller for a dog? Like, I cannot fathom the way they treat their dogs here. They treat them like humans. Like, you go into the train, you see dogs, like clean, beautiful, different breeds of dogs. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I don't know if I think I'll be getting a dog in the nearest future, but probably those small, harmless ones, not the big ones, right? But I mean, I love the way they treat dogs here. Coming from where from where I come from, we don't treat dogs nicely, okay? In fact, some people in my where I come from, Nigeria, eat dogs, okay? So yeah, so I mean, I love the fact that dogs are loved, and the kind of love they give them is amazing, okay? I've gotten so, in fact, there's a park for dogs. Was it in England or Dubai? I can't remember. They had like a park where you take your dogs to where they can play. It is so beautiful. I love the culture. Another thing that's a culture shock for me is the fact that they are so polite. Yeah, I know. There are bad people everywhere, right? But they are so polite here in England. Like, they are so polite. Sorry, excuse me, they want to help you. Oh, go in first. Do you get that kind of stuff where you are? I love the fact that when there's a queue, there's always a queue. There is always a queue. It's not a situation whereby someone will just we've been waiting, and then someone will just come from the back and then you just enter the line. No, you have to wait your turn. I love that about them. Like, I love the fact that you have to wait your turn. Everybody gets served equally. I mean, yeah, so I feel like to some extent they are so polite. Coming from Lagos, as a Lagos girl, we are always angry, like nobody sent you. Do you understand what I mean? But here everybody's so calm, cool, well collected. Maybe it's the part of England that I am, right? Or the part of England I've been to. They are so calm, so well collected, so polite. Oh my gosh, that's number 2 for me. Number 3, I cannot fathom the fact that they have different bins for different things. They have bin for, like, they have the general waste, they have the recycle, and I feel like they have for organic food. So if you go to a public place, you see 3 different bins. I can't remember what the last one is for. One is the general waste, one is recycle, like plastics, and then you see one for cans. My dear, so if you want to throw something, now you have to look at, is it recycle, is it general waste, is that I cannot do. Even in the home, like, there's a small container for organic food where you put like your waste food. Yeah, some people do it, like maybe you eat and then you remain like those crumbs, bone and all those bones, the ones that you do not eat, like your leftover sort of, there's a bin for that in the home, and then when you want to even trade it, there's a bin for it. My dear, you see, they shock me, but I don't know. And I mean, yeah, in Lagos, right, where I stay, so there's actually I recycle, right? There is a bin for plastics, okay, and there's a bin for general. But the plastic is not like don, it's not like by force. Do you get? If I remember. But here, I feel like it is so good. Like, it is so good, so helpful, and it reduces wastage. You understand what I mean? So I feel like, but I mean, it's still a shock to me because where I'm coming from, I mean, even if you even see dustbin safe. If you see it's general, probably they go and separate it somewhere. But I think that even when there's a general waste, they still separate it to pick out the recycles there, which I think is amazing. It is so good, right? Another culture shock: the fact that they know they go church here. You guys don't go to church in England. Why? Oyibo people know they go church. And even when they go, like, it is not as rigid as it is in Nigeria. I know that Africa, we are very religious. We are so religious. And the fact that there are churches here, you won't even know it's a church except when you see the banner, right? You will not even hear loud music. You won't even know there's a church. Even when you are passing, you will not know that that there's actually a service going on in the church. It is so organized. And another thing, I mean, part B of this is that they know they go church for here. Why? The Christians here, you go to the mall on Sunday morning, you see people. You will see people. And you're like, excuse me, in Nigeria on Sunday, and you walk on the street, you barely see people. After church, I went to the shop to do some grocery shopping. If you see people in the shop, and I'm like, you people know they go church. Like, they don't go to church here. And just like what Blessing Smith said in one of her videos, she said if you don't take God seriously, like if you are not consciously intentional about the things of God when you travel here, when you relocate to the UK or maybe any other country, there's a high probability or high tendency that, because I feel like the church thing here is not as serious as it is in Nigeria. Yeah, I feel like since I came here, I've not been to church. I feel like this Sunday has to be like the second time or the third time I've been to church. I've been here for almost 3 months now, and I've gone to church only 3 times. Yeah. I don't know why, but people don't go to church here. I don't know. But I mean, the fact that I'm not going to church doesn't mean I don't do my normal devotionals, join online. But I mean, it's not the same thing, right? Yeah, so I feel like they don't go to church here. It's not a serious thing, right? It's not a serious thing. I remember I went to Focus when I just came here. It was a beautiful experience. I met amazing people. I mean, experiencing church in a different culture or a different country is amazing. So during the service, right, we had like preachers that came to preach, and it was so beautiful. Even the worship session, there's something about worship sessions in these Oyibo churches. Sorry, I'm saying Oyibo, that's the way we say it in Nigeria. We call white people or English people Oyibo. If you are just white, it's Oyibo, like, yeah. So it's not like insulting, okay? It's just like, that's just like, let me say, like, it's like a pidgin in like a lingua franca, something like that, or for saying white person. Yeah, so the way they worship God here, like, it is not rigid. Like, if you go to our church, like, die by fire, die by fire, die by fire, die by fire. But here, they are worship that you can feel it from your heart. Like, you can feel the atmosphere is so intense. But people here are just standing like this. Like, their eyes are open. It's just a few people you just see worshiping. Like, it is so... See, I mean, I've not attended any CCI or African churches here. Or most of the time when I come here, usually HTB, St. Alban, like normal Anglican churches, right? I've not really attended African churches. The way they worship, like, the ginger is not there. Do you get? Like, I'm like, I'm usually like, are we in church? Like, are we actually worshiping? I remember there was an African preacher that came to preach at Focus, and then he preached so much. It was like the way they worship God, the way the British people, the white people worship God is so different. Like you guys, like, you have to express yourself. You don't have to, have a particular way you have to worship. When you're in the presence of God, you have to express yourself, sing it out loud, be loud, worship God the way you feel from the inside. And then he preached that day, and after he preached, he conducted like a worship session. Come and see people shouting, like these guys were screaming. I was like, yes, this is it. This is how worship is supposed to be. The program was amazing, right? But I mean, every preacher comes with a different and unique kind of atmosphere, which I feel like their preachers were selected. I enjoyed. I can't remember their names. I can't even remember. But every service, every sermon at Focus was amazing. But this African preacher came with the African vibe. He has this Nigerian African spirit in him, and he brought that atmosphere with him, and the whole place was charged up afterwards. I mean, yeah, don't blame me. that is the way I'm so used to. And when I go to church here, like I was in church today, and the sermon was so calm, it was so serene, like everybody was just conducting themselves, so well, none of that kind of stuff. I'm not used to it. Whenever I go to church, so I prefer to actually stream online, where I can actually dance in the comfort of my home. I can sing, I can scream, I can speak in tongues, I can worship, I can read the word and all of those things, compared to when I go to church and I went, Lord, I give you my heart. I mean, it's nice, it's beautiful, but I'm just saying it's a culture show. It's something that I'm not used to. When you are singing. Let me give you an example. You guys should not laugh at me. Let me give you an example. So here, this is the way they worship. Lord, I give you my heart. They sing with so much meaning and passion, but the expression is different. I give you my soul. I think I'm even doing too much. I live for you alone, every step that I take. And there's the guitar, there's the piano guy, there's the drums. It is so calm, like you're in the presence of, like, it's like ushering you to the presence of God. Good and fine. But where I'm coming from, when we want to worship, Lord, I give you my heart, I give you my soul. Yes, Jesus, I live for you alone. Every step that I take, every moment I'm away, you touch your head, you speak in tongues while singing, you express yourself the way you like, you can roll on the floor, you can kneel. So you guys understand what I mean. So it's a culture shock. So whenever I come here and I have to go to church, it's usually a different. HTB Brompton that I attend is kind of like they have a lot of black people there. Like it's kind of mixed there. So yeah, there's so much life there. I'm not saying there's no life. Like it's just their thing. Like the way they're so calm and well collected. But compared to where I'm coming from, like, we no send your papa, we just want to worship God and express ourselves the way we like, which I feel like is beautiful too. Okay, another culture shock is the fact that African food is actually expensive. So I've still not gotten used to buying things without converting. Yes, I still buy things and I still convert. So there's this African food that I don't usually would cook when I come here. The highest thing I'll cook is jollof rice. Yes, the remaining things in that 3 months I'm just eating like a peacock. Okay. So there's this African food I usually buy at Sainsbury's. It's just like a regular store here, and I think I buy that stew. Let me show you guys. It's ayamase sauce. So this is it. Like this is the quantity, right? And I buy, so they have like ayamase. I think it's ayamase. So it is this ofada sauce. They have giz dodo and they have eforiro. Eforiro is about 8 pounds or 9 pounds plus. This ayamase and giz dodo is 5 pounds. Your baby girl is always converting. Imagine buying this bowl of ayamase for 10k. I cannot fathom. Why? I'm asking why. Why am I even asking why? I'm not in Nigeria, okay? But it's damn too expensive. It's damn too expensive. Yeah, I can make it up. I can make it by myself, but I'm still used to converting things. And the fact that Nigerians feel like our own economy is bad, I feel like it is everywhere. The economy everywhere is actually, like, cost of living is actually high everywhere, right? Yeah, this kind of food, yeah, I understand that most of the items here, or most of the ingredients are imported and all of those things. It's supposed to be expensive, right? But regular things, right, when you convert the prices, sometimes are usually higher, yes, compared to what you buy in Lagos or what you buy in Nigeria. So I feel like the economy, so I think the culture shock here is the fact that things are not as cheap as you think they are because you are here, okay? Yes, it's something I've observed. People usually think, oh, when you travel, buy a lot of it. Hold your money. Hold your money. Today, I think after church, I went grocery shopping and I got some things for myself. And I spent about, the first shop I spent about £60. The second shop I bought something of about 20. No, not 20. Actually 15. I bought some supplements and then body oil. So about £15 plus, something like that. And these are the things that when you actually convert them, you realize that they are a bit more expensive. But I feel like the difference is just that why I would prefer to buy my things here is the fact that you are buying original, right? You are sure that they are authentic products. I remember that there was a time that it was trending in Nigeria that we've been buying a lot of fake products. And I mean, yes, it's not a new thing. So sometimes when you want to buy like your skincare products, I'm certain that okay, I'm buying like something original. So even if it is a little bit more, it won't cost so much, right? So yeah, so that's just the problem here. I still tend to convert when I go to buy gin, and then what gin is, I mean, Primark. Okay, I mean, yeah, you go to Primark and then you are buying a gin for £14. And when I can go to Yaba and buy correct gin for 7,000 naira, and I'm buying gin here for £14. What? And that is very cheap compared to when you go to good gin shops. Like when you go to shops where you get like quality gin, you get gin that's of course more expensive. But Primark is like a very cheap store where you can get affordable and quality stuff. So £14 is actually very cheap. So I bought one gin and it was saying £14. And I'm like, what? And I have to buy like 2-3, okay? Just because, I mean, I prefer to buy them here, honestly, because I know that I'm buying quality and good stuff. And then when I buy a gin for £14, and I bought one shot for £16, and I'm like, God, 60. But the beauty here is they're actually quality stuff, okay? You wear it for a long time. They are beautiful, they are quality. It's not something that would get torn, that kind of stuff, yeah. So yeah, so those are a few culture shocks. If I have a few more, I'll mention it somewhere. But those are the few things that are still culture shocks to me, okay? Another thing that I'm still finding difficult is using the map and getting around here. The first few times I used to come here, I didn't used to go out. I would not go out because I was not used to taking the trains. And I mean, I didn't really have people to ask. I'm an introvert, so I'm not one to actually go around asking. Of course, there's not how you have to ask questions, okay? But the first few times I come here, I will not go out. I'll just rather buy things on the street. I won't go out and explore. And that was because I didn't know my way around. I didn't know how to ask questions. I didn't know how to take the trains. Make I not go enter train, go land for another place. There's a technique. I don't know. People that travel here, like you've never been abroad in your life before, and then you come here for your master. How do you cope? Like, say the first 6 months. Because I feel like, anyway, I'm used to it now. I mean, I can go out like when I want and how I want. But I mean, the first few times, like I said, I'm not based here permanently, so it's understandable if there are still shocks or I'm not still used to them, because when I go and come back, I will now try to get used to. And then their money, their coin, like how will anyway? I'm not. I mean, in Nigeria, we don't use coin. Even when they invented coin, when they produced coin and said we should start using coin, we usually look down on the coin. I know I've deviated a lot of times. We look down on the coin and then we don't see it as money. But here, £1 or even 1 penny is money. 1 penny, like 1 penny is a lot of money. Yeah. Yes, it's a lot of money. So actually, coin is cash. Okay, so coin is cash, which is a culture shock for me. So the first few times when I came here and I have coin, I would just do away with, like, I don't want to see it, I don't want to use it. You get? But now, say the let's say the past 2-3 years, that coin, if there's any coin remaining, I will take it back to Nigeria. I will take it back to Nigeria, and I will keep it for the next time I come. Okay, I will not. What? 1 penny is a lot of money. £1 is actually a lot of money. That £1 can actually buy you good food and you eat. I mean, not good food, but yeah, you can buy stuff that would satisfy you with £1 here. Yes, and £1 is about 2k plus in Nigerian currency. So 2,000 plus 2,000 naira in Nigerian currency. So yeah, so coin here is actually cash. It's actually money. So coming from where I come from, when we were using coin, we know the rate coin. Coin was not like a thing. Like when you even want to give people coin, some vendors or some people that sell stuff, they won't even collect, they will say coin. I remember at that time, if you guys remember, in the comment section, let me know if you remember when we were using coin. Like coin was not like, but here coin is actually cash. Like they will say thank you. if you in fact, even people on the streets begging and you give them 1 penny, 2 penny, it's a lot of money. They would appreciate it, which I feel like is amazing. It's beautiful. But in Nigeria, if you give all those beggars in Lagos 15 naira, they will look at it like 50, because I mean, yeah, what will 15 naira buy? Because things are so expensive now in Lagos. So yeah, that's just my rant. I just got back from church and I felt like I should give you guys a quick lowdown of what I've been storing up in my head for a while. In fact, this video is supposed to have come like 2-3 years ago, but I'm like, oh, you know this thing about people, when you travel to the UK, oh, you have something to say, oh, UK people are coming again. I'm not a UK person, well, by God's grace, you know, I'll be, maybe not even UK, I don't even, maybe not UK, right? So all these UK content creators are coming again. That's one of the problems why I've not really posted this video, but I just felt like this time around, because I went to church and it was a new church. Someone invited me there, so it was a new church, it was a whole new vibe, and I felt like today I have to actually come and talk about it. I remember Christmas. I spent Christmas here in the UK, Christmas and New Year, and we did watch night service at HTV. Watch night service in Nigeria is a whole different vibe from here. Okay, watch night service. I think this was my second time coming in Christmas to spend Christmas. So I think I've done watch nights 2 times here in the UK, and there was no, I mean, yeah, they did the service, it was amazing, beautiful prayers, but I mean, the energy was low. The energy was low. Like there was no Happy New Year, and then you hug people. Yeah, we hugged people and all of those things. They popped balloons, you know, those posh things. They popped balloons. There was confetti everywhere and all those kind of Oyibo kind of stuff. You know, very prim and proper. But in Lagos, Nigeria, it's a new year. It's like a testimony. And everybody's Happy New Year. We cook, we share food. There's streets. You know, there are parties in everybody's houses. But here it was, we went out for lunch at a restaurant, and yeah, went out for lunch. See, it didn't feel like a new year, to be honest. I think there was a time I also spent like Ileya, like this Muslim festive period. My dear, it didn't feel like anything was happening. It was when I went on Instagram, I realized that today is Eid-el-Fitr, this Muslim festival break or something. I didn't know until I went on Instagram before I realized that what's in the happen? Not there, like. Anyway, let me know your culture shock if you've traveled. When you travel to the UK, what are those things that maybe not UK, maybe like another country, you're coming from a different place and like you are so shocked, like, why is this what you guys do here? Like for me, I feel like the highlight for this video is the fact that they have a dog culture. They have a thing for dogs here, and I love how they love dogs here. I love how dogs are being raised here or trained here, I think. So they have buggies for dogs. Sometimes when I still see buggies for dogs, and I'm still looking like as if I've not seen before. So it's still a shock to me. Like I see dogs in buggies and I'm like, that person picking this. Like, yeah, some of them, like they see them as children, and I feel, and their dogs are not aggressive. they won't see you and then run to you. Like, they won't see you and then run to you that you are, you get, but they would, I don't know, they have a way they raise their dogs, which is very different from Nigeria. Dog where you don't know, you go run, come sniff you. Yes, it will come and want to sniff you and want to play with you and all of this kind of thing. And me, I don't want. So if you are not used to, they will just stay on your own. They won't come to you, right? Yeah. So it has made me actually know. Okay, I feel like one of the reasons why I got so used to dogs was because there was a time I traveled to Oxford and there was this dog. So I was like, I was home alone with this dog and I bonded with that dog, Bino. I'm going to put his picture somewhere. I bonded with Bino. Bino has to be the most amazing dog ever. So I bonded with this dog. Was, you know, I think he realized that I wasn't used to dogs. I didn't really like dogs in my space. So he should just stay on its own. He should be looking at me, observing me. You know, when I'm eating, he should just come and stay close to me. Me too, I'll just be respecting myself. Don't come close to me. But, you know, he took his time. You know, we bonded. And it was, man, I love Bino. I love Bino. Bino is an amazing dog. Anyway, let me know in the comment section if you enjoyed this video. Drop your comments. I mean, this video was not intended to put down anybody or anybody's culture or anything, please. Okay, it was just supposed to be for fun and nothing more, nothing less. So let's know in the comment section, what was your culture shock when you moved to the UK or to another country as a Nigerian girl, or whatever girl you are, or whatever person you are. Let me know in the comment section. Okay, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for watching to this part of the video. Do not forget to like, share, subscribe, turn on the post notification bell. This video is so long. If you watch this part of the video, you are an OG. You are an OG. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next episode.